A.J. Brown is a proven star. He is worth way more than a 5th-round pick and a 1st-round pick. What's good, y'all? Welcome to Smooth Perspectives. I'm your host, Smooth, and this is what we keep real about everything happening in sports. Real opinions, no filter. Let's do it. Man, we have another crazy trade, man. It's y'all host Smooth, man. We just finna get right into it, man. Ain't no time to waste. Y'all already know this. Y'all should know this by now, man. We got the Patriots receiving A.J. Brown and the Eagles receiving the 2027 5th-round pick and 2028 1st-round pick, man. Let's talk about it, man. First of all, A.J. Brown, great player. We already knew, or at least I knew, that he was going to go to New England because there was just so many signs and just so many rumors and stuff like that I wasn't even surprised. So that's that. But the Eagles, I don't really know about this. 2027 5th-round pick and a 2028 1st-round pick for arguably a top, I'll say like 15, 12 wide receiver in the league. I don't think that was really good by the Eagles, you know. Now that I'm looking at this, it's just like, the more I look at it, it's just like, bro, like, wait, what are we actually doing here? You know what I mean? Like, what are we actually doing here? Like, somebody has to understand, proven stars are worth more than future possibilities, man. Like, A.J. Brown is a proven star. He is worth way more than a 5th-round pick and a 1st-round pick. So before we get to the New England side, let's get to the Patriots side. Let's go ahead and start with the Patriots. For years, the Patriots, they have struggled to find elite weapons for their offense, like actually elite weapons. You know, they got Stephon Diggs. He's fine, but they have been struggling to actually find a #1 receiver, and now they finally have one. A.J. Brown, he's not going to let you down. He's going to make those tough catches. He's going to go up for the ball 50-50. He's somebody that you can rely on. He's already proved this. You know what I mean? A.J. Brown, he isn't a prospect. He's not a project. He ain't a prospect. He ain't a project. He ain't someone you hoping develops. He's already proven he's one of the NFL's most dominant receivers. Like, he's been proving this. So with the Patriots getting that is a great move for the Patriots. They're like, man, let's win now. Let's go get that #1 receiver for now. We'll worry about the future when it gets here. You know what I mean? So I think that was a very smart move by the Patriots because they got somebody, instead of relying on the future, they got somebody that they know for a fact will actually produce for them. You know what I mean? So I think that was very smart for the Patriots. And but the most important thing about that is he actually gives Drake Maye a legitimate #1 target. You know what I mean? He's not somebody that, at least I don't think he's somebody you can put in the 2-hole, the 3-hole, or receiver and all that stuff. I think A.J. Brown, he's proven many times that he could be a #1 receiver. I'm pretty sure he was when he was with the Eagles. I don't know. Maybe it was Devontae Smith. I don't really know. I never really looked into that. But he's proven to me, or he should have been proving that to y'all too, that he could definitely be a #1 receiver. Like, he has no problem with doing that. And when you look around the NFL, the best young quarterbacks, they usually have the best weapons. You know what I mean? Like, for example, what's his name? Joe Burrow. He had Jamar Chase, right? Young quarterback, right? So Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase. Let me think of another one. We got, who was another one? Josh Allen, he had Stephon Diggs. Yep. He was a young quarterback. He had Diggs. That's 2. Hold on. I think I can think of one more. Oh, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, actually. Jalen Hurts, he was a young quarterback. A.J. Brown, he was already in the league when he got traded from Tennessee to the Eagles. So now Drake Maye has A.J. Brown. So this could possibly, potentially be a great start for Drake Maye, because he's already had a great start to the season. Don't get me wrong. Bro's led his team to a Super Bowl already. He's a very young quarterback. So he's already had an amazing season. But when you have actually a true #1 receiver, I think, and you have a receiver like A.J. Brown, bro has the strength. He has everything you need. I think the Patriots have a very, very, very bright future with A.J. Brown. Like, you can't take that away from them. Like, when you just think about it, it's just like, man, just think about how great they were doing without a real number one receiver. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, A.J. Brown better than Stephon Diggs. No hate to Stephon Diggs. Amazing player. I love Stephon Diggs. Amazing player. But I think A.J. Brown definitely gave Drake Maye his guy. You feel what I'm saying? I think Drake Maye definitely has his guy. So that's why I love this move for New England. You know what I mean? Instead of hoping like a draft pick becomes a star, they went out and they actually got a real deal star. Like they're not guessing. You know what I mean? With the Eagles, we're finna get into that. They're guessing with the draft picks, like trading the draft picks for AJ, whatever they know. They traded AJ Brown for draft picks. That's what they did. They're guessing. You know what I mean? Those draft picks, they aren't in the league yet, so we don't know what they're gonna produce and all that stuff. So that's great for the Patriots. They actually went out and got a trustable star. So that's why I like the Patriots side of it. But now let's get into the Eagles side, because I'm going to be fair. You know what I mean? Like before them Eagle fans start typing and all that, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be 100% fair. You know what I mean? The Eagles, I think I don't think they got robbed. You know, it's just like, I don't even like, I'm trying to think of positives. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, I don't think they got robbed. Like they got a first round pick, which is like valuable. They also got a 5th round pick, which is fine, I guess. Like it could be a great thing, could be a bad thing. But they're betting that they can draft and develop another impact player, and they're saving money and getting younger. So I feel like that's a very smart move by them, because they're putting their trust into that, and they have more money into their pockets now, and they could get a young player that can potentially grow into an AJ Brown depending on who they draft. So the what's their name? The Eagles, they have a lot of weight on their shoulders with who they draft, because that's some big shoes to fill. You know what I mean? So I think that if they actually find that guy, if they get a good receiver, then I think that it was a positive. Maybe they don't get a receiver. Maybe they go for somebody else. But I really hope that they draft somebody good, because if they do, then I don't think it would affect them that bad in the long way. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the only thing that's like throwing me off, is that draft picks, they're more lottery tickets. You know what I mean? Like you're not guaranteed to have a great player. And AJ Brown, he is a guaranteed producer. Like he's guaranteed gonna produce for you. He's guaranteed gonna make your team better. AJ Brown does not finna step in and make your team worse. He's not gonna do that. AJ Brown has already proven the receiver he can be, and the receiver he still has potential to be. I feel like AJ Brown still has much more potential that we have not seen. And unfortunately, I think it's because Philly, I don't really think Philly and AJ Brown really got along well. Maybe I'm tripping when I say that. I don't know. But I don't really think they got along well. So I think it was also an excellent move for AJ Brown to get out of there, because he can fresh start, new team, you know, and stuff like that. But let's talk about who's under more pressure though. Because the Patriots, they definitely have pressure now. Like definitely have pressure, because if Drake Maye doesn't take the next step, people will like question the trade. You know what I mean? So Drake Maye, he has to step up himself with AJ Brown, because if he doesn't, then the trade is basically going to be a waste for the Patriots, because they only got one thing out of the trade. So they can't be like, okay, we got one thing that didn't work, so let's go to the next thing. No, like they only traded for one thing. So they only got one thing, and that could very much hurt them in the long run, because if AJ Brown doesn't end up producing, or if Drake Maye ends up not getting better off of AJ Brown, then that could definitely affect everything. But I actually think the Eagles have more pressure overall. Let me tell you why though. Because if their offense declines, right, and AJ Brown continues dominating New England, fans are gonna ask one question. Guess that one question they're gonna ask. They're gonna ask one question. You feel me? And that one question it's just gonna be like, yeah, like you can't argue against that question. You know what I mean? The question is, why did we trade him in the first place? Because if you really think about it, A.J. Brown, he's one of their key players. You know what I mean? So if the Eagles, if not their defense, I said defense earlier, I'm pretty sure. I think I said defense. If their offense declines, I'm sorry. If their offense declines and A.J. Brown actually continues to be who he is in New England, then that's not gonna really look good on the Eagles. You know what I mean? So you better hope that they got some other plans going and stuff like that, because if they don't and that ends up happening, then them Eagles, that organization in some trouble. They definitely in some trouble. And I feel like that's the danger of moving a superstar, because you move a superstar like that, you have to know what comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't move a guaranteed superstar for 2 future picks. You know what I mean? Like, he is a guaranteed superstar. Like, A.J. Brown, he has crazy potential. And he's already shown most of his potential, but I still feel like there's potential that we have not seen from A.J. Brown. And I hope to God that the Patriots get that out of him. Because if they do, now that'll be a real win for the Patriots. A real win. But, yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about it. I definitely think the Patriots won overall, because this is like gambling. This is like, hold on, let me think of a good example. I think this is like trying to pick a new machine, not knowing what you're gonna get. No, this is like, dang, man, hold on. I'm gonna get y'all a good one. Hold on, I'm gonna get y'all a good example. This is like, let me think of one. I can't think of one, man. Dang. This is okay. I think I got y'all. Chill if I mess up a little bit. Chill. Okay. This is like, you got 3 gambling machines, right? In the corner store, right? One, you know for a fact that that's a good one. Like, you know that. Like, you done got crazy money off that every single time, right? But then there's 2 machines to the left of it you haven't tried yet. So instead of going to the one that you know for a fact, like you know that for a fact, that is gonna, that you have not had no bad issues with or anything, and but you go to the 2 and you pick between those. Which one I want to do? You know, I haven't tried these ones yet. You know what I mean? I haven't tried these ones, but I know for a fact that this one is going to give me positive money. But these other 2, I don't know. You know what I mean? So we gonna try. That's what I'm kind of getting right now, because they don't know. The Eagles, they don't know what they're gonna get. You feel me? They don't know what those draft picks are gonna do when they get in the NFL. The Patriots, they know what A.J. Brown is capable of. They know this. So I think it was definitely a great trade for the Patriots. I definitely think the Patriots won the trade and the Eagles lost. There's no doubt. But yeah, man, that's it for this episode, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. And yeah, man, y'all just stay in, man. You know, see y'all next episode, man. Smooth vibe.